Hello, and welcome back to Getting to Know the Fandom, where we have Walker Wolfawoo. So,
Bark bark awoo. Hello.
know, introduce yourself and what do you do and stuff.
absolutely. So it's Walker Wesky, aka Woofawoo. That's what I'm known on as my alias on TikTok, yada yada, you name it. I'm probably on there as Woofawoo. There's another Woofawoo, but don't
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 we
tell
don't
him
talk
about
about
that,
him?
We don't talk about. Well, I mean, she's nice, he's chill. Shout out to
Yeah,
the Woofawoo, shout out Woofawoo.
shout out, but like you
He's a
don't
good buddy
talk
of
to
mine.
like we don't talk about him though, right?
No, we
Yeah.
talk. We talk. But
Yeah.
anyways, like I was saying.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm the finance dog. People know me as wearing suit and ties to work. So
Mhm.
yeah, so this lovely boy invited me to the show. So here I am.
Yeah, I invited him, to get more of like a kind of wide variety perspective since we've had so many content creators actually on the show so far. Uh, which I know you've done some content, right? But you're not, would you classify yourself as a content creator?
Just, I just post whatever the hell I want, to be honest with you, and just I would like to show it out there and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I do. If y'all like it, that's totally fine. That's totally fair. If y'all don't, I don't care.
Why am I going angry? Excuse you, hand. Sorry.
Why are you so angry at me? Yeah.
You're not giving me the answers I want. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
No. So yeah, you've done a little bit of content creation. Not a lot. So you wouldn't say that's like your main like focus, like with like online
No.
furry stuff. Yeah. All right. All right.
No, my main goal is to meet friends and meet wonderful people like such as yourself, and
Yeah.
expand on the friend circle. Usually, like what I like to do on here.
So you're not the guy that's your main goal is to blow up and act like you don't know nobody.
Listen, like that's not what I aspired to be. Because listen, like I'm like the ride or die. I remember the homies, the OGs. That's what I'm all about, right?
That's good. That's good.
The friends that got me places. I'm always the one to remember y'all.
All right. So we have a couple questions for you, which how we're gonna conduct it. But
I got answers for you.
do you? Did you bring them? Do you have a bag? Do it in a
Absolutely.
bag? Are they in the suit?
I got. It's on a little note card right here.
It's all in the
for the
little note
test,
card.
right?
Okay,
So,
okay. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. That's good. I like that. All right. So, what actually got you into the furry fandom?
So it had to be when I was like in high school.
Right.
I was just like lurking, looking on YouTube, what's a furry, right? Right. And
Mhm.
so I was like, you know what? Let me search up what a furry is, like on YouTube. So I searched up what a furry was. I was like, wow, I kind of really like that. I really
I'm
do like.
scooting away.
Why are you scooting away?
Because my stick drift likes to scoot. Goodbye, everybody. The show's over.
I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Telling my story and like you leave?
I'm
Damn.
not trying to. I'm so sorry. So I have.
So, in high school, like had to be like, before coming to freshman year, I was like, man, this was pretty cool. Like,
Mhm.
I was looking at what a furry was. I was like, you know what? I decided when I was like 15 or 16, I wanted to go make a fursona, and what you see today is what I made on Microsoft Paint at
Oh,
15.
a Microsoft Paint furry. See.
I grabbed a base on Google Images and I just put that bitch in on Microsoft Paint.
Oh, okay.
And what you see today is I don't like changing whatever I have. It's like, you know what?
Mhm.
I like the boy how he is and represents me, so this is who I am.
What was the process of
Nowadays.
it? Was it just like you kind of
Oh
had an
my
idea in
God.
your head, or was it just like sporadic of like I want this, I want this, I want
It
that?
was just kind of in the moment. Like I remember it was like 1 in the morning on a weekend, and I had just grabbed the base file.
Mhm.
I threw it in Microsoft Paint. I was just scribbling it in, doing all the connecting dots, and like making designs. Like, okay, I like that. It took me like 3 hours to do.
Hmm.
It's like I like it, I like it. And the name I struggled with for a little while, so I went by different
Yeah.
names.
Oh, what were some of the names?
So first, if y'all knew me back then, I used to go by Flusky Husky. and that was
Oh.
my alias back then. But then I changed him up. Like, so I changed him to Walker Wusky because I wanted some
Mm-hmm.
more alliteration off the tongue. And then I wanted him to have a little more alias, like so Woofwoos if you know me personally.
Mm-hmm.
No. Walker is if you know me personally, but Woofwoo is like my alias if you like know me like online stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of can differentiate between the two. So if you say, "Hey, Woofwoo," it's like, okay, you know me online, stuff like that. You can closer call me Walker, please. But you know, if you know call me Walker, that means you know you're a friend, yada yada. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Oh, I feel special.
you are special.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the idea. So was he always going to be a dog?
Yeah, because I'm a dog person.
Mm.
I grew up with huskies and German shepherds as a kid, you know, and so I've always been around dogs my whole life.
Hmm. Okay. So what inspired like your color scheme though?
Well, my colors, like, I got inspired by, you know, I love purple because Lakers. I'm a big Laker fan. Grew up
Oh.
in Los Angeles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a big basketball fan. As I love purple, threw them on there, and I was like, you
Oh.
know, yellow's not gonna work on here, so can I use the black? You know, kind of look like night colors, night sky colors. You know, LA, when
Yeah.
you're in the night, kind of night foggy, smogginess in
The
there,
smogginess, the
inspiration,
fogginess.
and then yeah, then some blue eyes because you know
Yeah.
it
It
just,
looks good. You know,
and then
I
that's
like
just
it.
thank you,
Yeah,
appreciate
and I love the
it.
suit. I know
So
you
this is
have. I actually saw you wear it when we went to FWA when we met there.
yeah, so
You
I
were
have the
actually in
same
the.
exact outfit
Uh,
I wear for work.
yeah, it was
So
super cute. Oh my god, like seeing you in it, it was like oh my god, like it's
I do bring
exactly
the
like
suit to
VR
con,
chat.
so I do. Yeah, I do bring the suit to con. So if you want pictures, please feel free. I maybe I'll wear it with my actual fursuit because I bet it'll get
Oh,
like, a little dirty. I know that because all the fur
yeah,
gets into my little blazer. I'm like, oh my god.
yeah.
So when I
What
actually
is
go
it?
inside
Probably
the
like get
office,
another
I
one.
actually had to.
Get like another
I mean, I
suit, right?
should, but they're like again, I have my most expensive suit and
Mm-hmm.
my other suit right there. You know, my three
Uh,
piece whatever. Um, I could, but it's a process, and I can just get it like a lint roller. But like, it's a pain to get all the fur out of my little
oh, I
blazer. To be
bet.
honest with you.
I bet. Oh my god. So what was like your first experience with like the fandom? You know, you
Um,
remember?
um, when I was like on like FA and stuff like that, like
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of like my earliest experience, like getting into FA, and then like just uh, meeting some people and going off there, and that was kind of the first experience. And I was like going on FA,
Mm-hmm.
getting people like first off like you know adding people on Steam because like, I think around then like Skype and like Kick was really big.
Yeah.
You know, like, Ventrilo, Skype, Kick, whatever. And so that was kind of the big thing. And so most of my interactions came off like Skype or just
Hmm.
Steam mostly. That was like at the time Steam talking to first like oh my god talking to someone from Australia like that's so cool. Wow, like my first boyfriend was from Australia actually.
Oh
One
wow.
of the one of the one of the nice the best relationship I've ever had to be honest with you.
Yeah. That's good.
It was
That's good that you
lovely.
had experience. I know like Kick and all Skype was like a big O thing back in the day. For like
Oh yeah.
furries, when it like first kind of like came around and everything, right?
Yep.
So a lot of furries kind of flocked to it to like hang out and like video chat and everything,
Yeah.
and all that. So granted, I don't think I was like there during that time because I was like, I don't even think I had a computer like then.
Oh
So
damn.
yeah, I know. What was it? I
I
grew up
was
without a computer.
so for me, my story for that, I using my mother's laptop at the time. Her
Mm,
shitty HP Politan laptop.
uh
I remember
the
because I broke the hell out of that computer and she got pissed at me.
the old school like laptops that like every like mom gets. My mom got a Dell
Oh my god,
back
no!
in the day.
Like it
Yeah,
was like
like
I was
look at
running
our
like GTA
computer.
like
It's
4.
so nice.
I was running GTA 4 off it. Like I remember I was running GTA 4 off it, like at the lowest settings possible for it to be
Oh,
playable.
yeah.
Cause you can run it, but the lowest settings. I was playing CS Counter Strike at the lowest settings. I remember
Oh my
I was like trying
god.
to. I was gaming on the hell like on the computer, man. I'm telling you, I had a broken ass like headset like mounted like on the side of it, because at
Yeah.
least I wanted to use something to talk, right? So I had a broken headset that I jerry rigged it and like put it right there on the side so I can talk to people and then
Yeah.
use the speakers on the computer to talk.
Oh wow. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
was
like
in.
back in the day, my mom was like, "Oh, look at this cool laptop I got. It's pink." And I was like, "Is that the only thing that's about the laptop?" And she's like, "It's pink and it does what I need it to do." Like, okay. I mean, understandable. And like
Yeah, yeah.
I remember like, stealing it every so often to like what is it to
Oh
do
yeah.
what is it to take pictures of like my old like collectibles that I had and do like
Little
kind of
collectibles.
screen like what is it stop motion videos, right?
Oh my god. I
Yeah.
listen. I
Yeah.
didn't do that, but I. Oh shit. Whoop, 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 whoop. I I love doing the little films about cars.
Yeah.
Like I always had little toy cars around, so I did a bunch of films about that.
Yeah, say what is it? I used
Sorry,
to
are we getting off topic? Are we getting off topic
No,
here?
no, no, no. This is exactly what like the show's about. Is like getting to know you and
Oh,
like
okay,
just like
okay.
talking back and forth. So what I used to do is I had Transformers toys, right? So I would like transform
Uh-huh.
them all and everything, but I would do it like one step at a time. Oh, there I go. Bye bye. But yeah, I used to have Transformers like toys and stuff, and so I would do them like stop motiony and do it like one step at a time and everything. I think those are still up somewhere on YouTube. Actually, you'll never find
Oh
them.
dear.
Yeah, you'll
Oh dear.
never find them, but they are up there.
I used to do those videos on. I used to have like the DSi and stuff like that. Get
Mhm.
my mom's phone and record. It's like, yo, GTA Time Warriors, how to get a sword or whatever, and like just post it on YouTube. It's like the quality of like beats on my DS and stuff like that. Tapping
Yeah.
and like trying to get this. So
Oh my
that was
god.
that basically.
I remember doing a video with one of the Transformers games where like you like back in the day where it was like, oh, to capture your game, you have to have like a Dazzle and like a fucking Elgato and all these other like old ass devices. Granted, Elgato is still around, but like there was like
Yes.
HP, PVR, and Dazzles and all that, and you had to like hook them up a certain way to even get like audio on them. But like back then, you're a kid, you don't have money to do that, so you like film it with your phone, and you're like, "Ha, look, here's how you do this," and then you go into like
Yep.
Windows editing system or
Oh,
Windows
Windows
Media
Movie Maker.
Editor, yeah, that
Oh
Windows
my
Movie
God,
Maker,
Movie Maker.
and and you like try and do it good. And it just comes out like shitty. And you're
Like,
like,
yeah.
okay, whatever. Post
Did you
it.
listen? It's a canon event, man. As a kid, yeah, we all
It's a
as a kid.
canon
It's a
event. It
canon
has to
event.
happen.
Yeah,
It
it
has to
is. Yeah, it
happen.
has
It
to
really
happen
do.
exactly.
Oh my god. So you, as like a kid, or like as like you were finding the fandom, like through like Kick and stuff. What were like your first experiences with furries?
Uh, I say my first experiences like kind of were like it was cool talking to. I was supposed to talk to people like my age, high school, yada
Mm-hmm.
yada. Seeing what's up, I'm like, yo, you want to play Counter Strike? What games do you have? Trying to connect to the people, off there.
Yeah.
And that was it. Kind of just connect to people, try to play Counter Strike or whatever, at the time. 'Cause I was really huge in Counter Strike back then, and so I was playing
Mm-hmm.
Counter Strike with these guys. Like, yeah, these guys are pretty cool. On Kick, we were on Kick every night. You had a little Kick group chat or whatever. We were talking on Skype, all that stuff, man. It was
Nice.
cool.
That's
That's
cool.
kind of my first kind of experiences and stuff like that.
Your
Just
first experience.
connecting with people.
Uh,
Yeah,
just connection with people through like video games and stuff like that. That's cool.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
cool. What is it? What was your experience with like first like IRL furries?
Oh dear. So that was a story. So my first experience. So my first experience with that. I remember that went to go get coffee and stuff like that. I met one like really cool, like local for out of all that.
Mm.
But like the rest of the people kind of were just a little intriguing, a little weird. So it's like couldn't really gauge, couldn't really vibe with them.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I was trying to vibe with them. Just I wanted to get like lunch or dinner or whatever. But it was just interesting. I was like,
Interesting.
I
Were
was like, man,
they
my friends live. The friend I think
were
they
they
were cool
more
live far
like
away.
were they more uwo or owo style?
It's more, it's more funny thing you put it right there. It's like oh whoa, like it's like I was trying to figure them out, right? I
Yeah.
couldn't because for me growing up, like I was growing up into I say I kind of grew into I was definitely not really like an outsider and stuff like that. I was more so like the social extrovert, somebody that likes
Yeah.
to talk to people, that can connect with people, and yada yada. And so I was never really like an introvert.
Yeah.
And so meeting a bunch of like introverts and very very different walks of life, it was different. And so I was like, huh, I would want to gauge this person, but I can't because it's just different. And it's like,
Yeah.
how do you gauge that person when you can't really communicate or talk to them because like you're just different communication styles basically.
Yeah, you're
All
trying
that.
to figure out how to like talk to him. I know my first kind of like for me, which I'm gonna ask you about if you've ever been one. My first fur
Yeah,
meet
go
with
ahead.
actual like IRL furries was a little weird. We went to Denny's.
Yes.
Someone was
Fun.
someone was walking in and they're like, "Are you here for the fur meet?" And I looked them dead ass in the eyes and I was like, "No, no." I straight up lied to their face. Which we actually became friends later on, and stuff. And they brought it up to me once. I was like, "Yes, I straight up dead ass lied to you. I was so nervous to go into that Denny's and to go hang out with people." But
No,
like
I can understand.
right? It's so nerve wracking when you're like talking to people like online, and then you meet them in real life. Which I know I had
Oh
that
my
like
god.
at
So
FWA.
I have a story for that. I have a story for that actually. So the first thing I ever went to was like at a park, and like my my friends were there, and it's like oh my god, hey, what's up, guys? And then like my coworker for work was there at the time.
Oh no!
And so he sees me, and he's with his family, and he's like, "Hey, are y'all with these people?" And then my friend like legit comes up to me, like, "Hey, do you know this person right there?" I'm like, "Bro," you don't have to like,
You don't
bro,
have to.
like, you don't have to do all that. And he's like,
Yeah.
very interesting, because he's keep in mind this guy, my coworker, he's like the tatted up, like headed, like
Oh my
head to toe,
god!
basically.
Head to toe
Yeah, this
tats.
guy was head to toe tats. Just very like down to earth and all that. He was super cool, but like, he was just you're born in Los Angeles, like like
Yeah,
yeah, they're cool and all that.
they're cool.
Okay, man. All right, well, I hurt my family, so y'all take care. I was like, okay.
It's like, okay, bye bye.
So,
Oh
of
god.
course they had some fursuits and all that.
Yeah.
So
So yours had your first kind of meat had fursuits, huh?
it kind of did, like people made their own suits. So like if someone had like their someone had a nice suit, like wow, look at that nice suit, my god, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Now
Like, that's when my first
here's
I
an
was like,
important
man, these are
question
so
for like
cool.
recent events. Were any of them poodling? because that's
So
a pit.
recent events. Well, yes, of course. When you're like what, a young adult and stuff like
Yeah,
that out there, and how you have your first little fursuit. Of course, they're wearing just like the head, wearing just like
yeah,
some paws or just the tail, which is fine. And listen, in lieu of recent events, listen, I have a
yeah.
full fursuit now. Listen, it doesn't matter if you.
You
I do
poodle.
full suit sometimes, but sometimes I want to just wear my fursuit head and my nice clothes, okay? Like
Yes.
stuff like this.
Oh my
I want to
god.
be nice sometimes.
So,
Like, I don't want to dye my fursuit and be like
right?
that, you know?
Because like in a fursuit, it's super hot. It is
Oh my
super hot
god,
in a
yeah.
fursuit,
Yeah.
and a lot of people like who like are. I know some people who are against like poodling and stuff. Since we're talking about current events, are like they don't have fursuits, so they probably wouldn't know what it's like, right? To be in like a
Some of
full
them
body
do,
fursuit. Some of them do, but
like
a
I've
lot.
seen
Some
some
of them don't
people
as well, right?
yeah, I've seen some people like actually would have their full fursuit. It's like, yeah, you play the character, you this is that.
Yeah,
You have to be this is your guy, and like you can't break that. It's like
like
I don't care.
it's
Listen,
like you can't take off
like
your head. You're gonna break the magic. It's like, bitch,
I
this
don't.
is not
Yeah,
fucking Disneyland. I could take off this
it's not
goddamn head.
Disney.
This goddamn
Like
this
you
head.
didn't hire me to perform. This is my
Exactly.
personal thing. This is my personal time, my personal money, and everything. I get to decide what I want to do with it and what I want to do with my
Exactly.
life.
Oh
Okay,
my god.
like
It,
I can wear my fursuit head and just wear my
I
clothes. That's totally
I
fine.
honestly still
Like,
can't
let my
believe
hand
like
show. I don't care.
I still can't believe that it was actually like a thing that happened though, right? Like people blew up on Twitter because people were poodling. And it's like, dude, it's like in Pittsburgh, it's literally in the middle of a summer, almost the middle of the summer. It's hot. Not everybody is gonna want to walk around in full head to toe fursuit. Especially like people
Yeah, it's
walking
just
from
too
like
hot sometimes.
yeah, from like different hotels and stuff like that from for the event either, right? And some of them go outside for like the fursuit parade and all that. And like a lot of people don't want to just be drenched in sweat, and which is
You will be
understandable.
though. You will be. Okay, so
Eventually,
here's the thing.
eventually, yeah,
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much preparation you do or whatever in a full suit. Even though
hmm
it's small and tiny, I sweat buckets in my first suit.
yeah, because you're literally wearing a rug all over your body.
Yeah, it's way too hot.
Yeah,
It's
which
water.
is
Go ahead.
which is understandable, right? Like, want to like be just covered in sweat. So
You take off the first head, you're sweating. Just what you take off the body. It's just like you unzip it, and it's just like, just
oh.
wow.
Well, what is it?
Just let that.
I was with during FWA. I was with Arden and everything, and
Yes.
Arden has like his stuff and everything like for his
Yes.
fan and everything for his head, and like he stays like relatively like inside and stuff. But
Yep.
like I was with him, and then he was taking off his suit. He took off his suit, and he was just drenched in sweat.
That's how
And
it
I
is
was like,
because
"Oh
again,
my
no matter
god!"
how much you prepare, like
Uh,
you wear lycra suits, and I usually wear like lycra
yeah.
under my stuff, but
Mhm.
you will get drenched. So I just take it off, hop in the shower because I'm like, oh, I'm so gross, so disgusting right now.
Oh my god! So is your fursuit story like everyone else's, where you hugged a fursuit and you had to buy one, or is yours a little different?
Mine's a little different because like
Uh,
I've been around fursuits and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, they're cool, they're nice, I like them, they're cool. Um, it wasn't really until I got a partial at first until
mhm.
it kind of changed for me. Because I wasn't really like I need to have one, right? I had some money.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, let me just go get get a partial. So I bought a partial, and then I started doing partial and stuff. I'm like, I want a full suit. That'd be cool, huh?
Yeah.
And so, not even like a year after I got my partial, I got a full suit, and then took it to my first con, and I was like, I like it. This is nice. I like it. Yeah. I like it. I like it. It
Okay.
just changed for me.
Yeah, a
It
lot of the
changed
people that we've
until
had on the show have like their thing was, oh, I hugged a fursuiter and then I instantly had to buy one. So that's interesting.
like
You
no.
going from from partials to then just being like, okay, I like this in the full suit. I'm gonna do this more, right?
Yeah, because like, I was like, you know what? I wanted to see how it was, so I took a partial to my first con I went to. Like it was the partial, it was like Denver, and I
Oh,
was like, I like it. Okay, let me just. Oh, I was like, I wonder how the full suit experience is. You know, I always was curious about that. So then I went to BLFC, and oh my god, I was just hooked after
you're
BLFC.
hooked. Okay, so that's the question I was gonna ask you. What was your first con? Your first con was Denver, right?
No, no, no. So my first,
No.
my first official con
All
that
right.
I
All right.
ever went to was like, it was a Cali Fur in Los Angeles before they got banned and named it to Golden State FurCon
Ah,
because growing up in LA you had in Cali Fur, and Cali Fur was a huge fucking disaster. If you ever hear about that, oh my god.
I
So
actually have
Cali Fur
never heard
went
about
under.
Califer.
Oh my god, so Cali Fur, yeah, they had a lot of issues, so they went under, and then
Mm-hmm.
something happened where the news con happened in LA, which is Golden State FurCon, not to be
Mm-hmm.
confused with the con in San Francisco and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, that was like my first official con. I was like, what, 19 at the time? Like
Mm.
18,
All
19, I
right.
think. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to being the youngest person that has been on the show.
Oh, thank
By the
you.
way,
Thank
you
you.
know.
Kind of dated myself right
So,
there. You see
I know,
how
right?
young I am for that.
So your first con was like there. What was your experience like there?
Oh
Like when
man,
you.
that was like the kind of my introduction. It was very chill. It was a good introduction con, I'd say.
Mhm.
Very mellow. Introduced me to the community and fursuits and everything there. What
That's
kind of
good.
what it had to offer a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my first experience with that, which is really nice. I was like, yeah, I like it. Kind of dived more and more into it as soon as I got like older and all that stuff too.
All right. That's good. So overall, you had like a good experience with like your first con. What is it?
Yeah,
What was your most recent con? I think it was FWA, right?
after you away, and I have another
FWA.
con next week actually.
Which con?
I'm going to awoo. I'm going to the Utah con
Ooh, that's gonna be
because
fun.
Toby and them convinced me.
Yeah, they all convince you to go.
They all convinced me, so I'm going. We'll see how it is.
Oh, hey, I mean, you better have a good time, man. I haven't. What is it?
Absolutely. I mean,
God, I
always
miss
having a good time.
FWA so much.
Dude, that was such a good con. Yes,
Oh
that
my
was my last
god.
con. After you away, that was my
Yeah.
last con. So good.
So we're gonna get a little personal. Does anybody in your family know that you're a furry?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. What is
My mother.
your mom? What does she think about all of this?
She thinks it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like I remember I told her at first, and she was like, "Oh, that's a little weird, but again, it's not hurting nobody. I don't. Yeah, it's more it." I showed her
Mhm.
my fursuit when I got my fursuit, and she's like, "Wow, okay, that's cool. Wow, okay." And then I showed her my full suit, and she's like, "Oh,"
Eh.
she was like, "Wow, that's so awesome! Like that's awesome!" Like, and then my first question, because I was at my friend's front yard taking pictures when I first got my full suit, and her first question to me when I sent the picture is like, "Was anybody like looking at you?" I was like, "Oh, of course we were, mom."
Well, I mean, you're a giant dog in in the world. People are looking. They're
In the
definitely gonna
middle,
look.
yeah, in the middle of the
Uh,
yard, exactly.
and then in the
You do get
middle of the
looks
yard,
if
they're
you
gonna
public
look.
suit.
You are definitely going to get looks if you're in a public suit. Okay,
Hmm.
cool. Have you had like any like negative like connotations with like introducing family members to like furry stuff at
Not
all?
really. I mean, like, again, like my brothers know and stuff like that, so that's
Fine.
pretty cool. But but they're pretty neutral on that. My little brother, he watches my TikToks. So I'm like, oh dear, I
Oh,
don't
that's
want my little brother
cool.
to be a furry. So that's the one thing I don't want my little brother to be a furry.
You don't want your little
Stay in school,
brother.
okay?
Why? Why don't you want your little brother to be furry?
So I'm just thinking in context of like hey, you like, so say I'm 30, right?
Yeah.
Say I'm in my 30s, and say my brother's just turning 18.
Mm-hmm.
and then we both go to cons. If we would go to the same con together,
Yeah.
it'd be kind of awkward.
Why? What do you think?
You know, he'd be like, "Oh, let's go hang out," and I don't want him to get. I don't want him to be in my friend circle.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. I can be pretty like raunchy at times. I'd say.
Understandable.
And like, I don't want to be raunchy with like my family members. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, understandable.
I know some of y'all out there have that kink out there, but you know, like, listen, that's not endorsed that in real life.
You heard it here first. Incest is a no-go for Walker.
I'm just saying. Let's just not. Have that in the
let's just have that
setting.
as far away from the table as possible, right?
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's cool seeing artwork. You know, hey, yeah, it's pretty cool, nifty. But let's keep that in the artwork. I'd say
in the artwork. Yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
Okay. So I literally lost my question. Like I literally thought of it and then gone. Happens on every time.
It happens.
What was your first furry crush?
Oh dear.
Yep.
You're going there. So my first furry crush, man, again, was the Australian boy that I dated first. Like, I remember this is when I really was proof. He was straight at first, right? But at the time he was like, you know, bi-linear. So of course it's like kind of like the forbidden fruit, right? You know, you like it, but you can't have it.
Ah, I see.
So I was like, we were hanging out. We would like basketball at cars. So that's how we connected, man. And we were just talking, and like, I can't believe that this boy. I was like, I just told him like, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, man, but like, you like, I really find you attractive, and I think I like you, man. Like, you know, it's like, oh, thank you, man. It's like, no, you don't understand. Like, you know, like you, like that. He's
no,
like,
I like you. Right.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, well, like, hey, I like bi-curious, you know. I was like, oh, like yeah, you kind of like made me feel bi-curious. Like, oh, did I?
Oh,
like, yeah. It's like how? Why is that? And he's like, well, you know, I just liked you too, and like, I have feelings for this man, and I kind of feel like I did, and so of course, we got together. But again, you're being like what, like fucking like 17 or 18, and like not like there's no means for you to see each other.
Yeah,
you're like this is not gonna work.
Yeah,
but
it happens. Long distance like that.
He was like oh god, yeah, he's from another fucking like
country,
like way over yonder,
another world.
So
I mean, Australia could be considered another world from the stories I've heard about, like their insects and stuff. Oh my god.
But yeah, again, when we broke up though, he was just super nice about it. It's like thank you, Walker, for showing me who I am, and you know, I came as bisexual because of you. And I can't thank you enough. He was wonderful.
Oh, that's amazing.
I think he's with this partner for like 5 years now, which is great. You know, he's been happy ever since, man. So
that's adorable. That's really good.
So we still keep in touch.
That's good. What was your first like fursuit crush though?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I mean, I don't really, you know, have like a I forget like anything like that, but I think like the first like one I ever kind of really like was like kind of starstruck about was like Jib Cody.
I don't know who that is. Like, so
he's the green boy. The green boy who draws, animates.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look him up.
I'm pretty sure you've seen his stuff around. He
probably
makes little animations and everything. He's a green fursuiter. I was like, he is so cool. Oh my god, Jib Cody. Wow.
He does the gifts, right?
He does the gifts, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about then. Okay. Yeah. I know exactly. What is I recognize them like you were saying green pursuiter, and I was like,
Yes.
think I know GIFs. All right. Yeah, I know exactly. I love their GIFs. Their GIFs are always nice
Yeah,
to like come
exactly.
across.
So
They're
I saw
actually
his
really
stuff
well
and I saw
done.
his first two. I was like, man, this guy's cool. I see my comments now. I'm like, it's just weird for me because I don't really have like crushes per se. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, yo, what's up, man? Can we get a picture? Yeah, what's up? That's it. Because
Yeah.
that's how it
Oh,
is for me, I
that's
guess.
cool. Do you? Is there any like animated kind of character that like kind of been like inspired you to become furry at all?
Um, again, we can kind of attest that to like Lion King and shit like that.
Did you know
Like
that Bones to Lion King was not part of his?
what was
Yeah.
it?
His was like Digimon and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, there's
Uh,
either Digimon, Pokemon, all that stuff, right?
Digimon,
There's
Pokemon,
either
yeah.
you got the Digi, the Pokemon lore, or you got the Lion King
Hmm.
Disney lore. It's never in between really. Or
Yeah,
it could be a rare case, but
that's very true. What is it? Mine was like Digimon as well, and like stuff like that. That's kind of
of
like.
course, let's say
Well, I mean, listen, when Werewolf Rumon pops in on your screen, you're like, oh shit, that dude's a bad boy, but also he's a werewolf. You kind of just like lose yourself at the moment.
oh, do you now? Okay, oh, okay.
I mean, Werewolf Rumon's hot. I can't like stress it enough.
Okay, I I don't know. Like for me, like I didn't really I was really sexually confused as like a teenager.
Mm. Mhm.
I was like, that dude's hot, but I'm not gay. That was my mentality, right? That was my mentality.
The
I
standard
was
in the
like,
closet kind of like
well,
mentality
because
of
I
like
was
that
just
dude's hot,
I was
but
just
I'm not
like,
gay.
well, because
You
I
know,
remember I saw gay porn. It's like I don't like that, but I like this.
yeah.
I like furry porn. That's nice, but that's ill. And I was like,
Hmm.
fursuit, hmm.
Fursuit. Also now, dude.
And I was like,
Hmm.
am I? Hmm. I
So,
didn't figure it out until high school.
so was that kind of like how you figured out that like you were gay? Is like through
Yeah,
furry
it was kind of
stuff?
like that.
It always
It
happens.
was actually,
It
it
always
was actually, yeah.
happens.
Because I remember in high school, like I always used to have people always hating on me. It's like, oh my
Hmm.
god, why don't we go out? Again, people had girls asking me out. I was like, oh my
Hmm.
god, I don't know.
No.
I was just like, I gave me some time to think about it. I never did anything about it. So,
You never thought about it. Is what you're saying. You just kind of were just you just
well,
left them
because
on red.
because here's the thing, dude. I did tell him like after the fact. Because
Yeah.
like my best friend in high school, she asked me out like in freshman year.
Hmm.
She was like, hey, how to ask it a guy? I was like, oh hey, here, let me tell you how to ask it a guy. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna do it right now. Everything I said to her, she does it to me.
Hmm.
I was like, oh. And she's like, so what do you think? I was like, I don't know. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, give me some time.
Oh.
Okay. I felt bad. And the next day I told her, I was like, oh yeah, like I think I'm gay. And she's like, oh, no wonder. Okay, I get it now.
Ah. Like, oh.
No wonder, 'cause guys usually always, are all that, I was like, I guess so. I don't know.
I guess that I mean like kind of hanging out. I don't know, you outside of school and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I was playing like, games in high school, and she always was like, what your online friends are your friends. I was like, girl, what you mean?
What do you mean? Online friends are
Got offended.
friends. I know.
Exactly. That's
I
very true.
think yeah. I mean, like, look at this. Like, what is it? We became online friends. Thanks to Boxcar for inviting
And then
me
we
to.
met. Then we met.
Yeah, and then we met in real
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
We had such a great time at FWA. Oh my god, it was so much
I
fun.
know. I know.
I know.
Thanks to Boxcar for
I
accepting
know.
that invite the one fateful day.
I know
That's
that
what I
was.
meant.
I was. What is it? The way we met was just like straight up. Just we went into a lobby together, and you asked if you can do like your normal thing that you kind of just do to everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
That
that
I've
was my thing,
noticed
my little
now.
spill.
Yeah, your little spill was like, "Hi, I'm Walker. Woofawoo. You sniff stops, tickle taints.
I'm
Can
gonna
I
sniff your
sniff your
snob.
snob?"
Exactly, exactly,
Yeah, and I was like,
exactly.
"Oh, okay. I mean, like, if you want to sniff it, I guess. Cool." Like at the time, I think everybody like
It's a good
thinks that you want
icebreaker.
to, like
Everyone
you want
thinks
to.
okay.
Yeah,
Everybody
everybody
thinks I
thinks
want to
it's
sniff down
dirty.
there, but I'm like,
Yeah.
no. I'm like, no. Like, listen, buddy.
Hmm.
It's a good icebreaker because he was like, yeah, go ahead. It's like, oh, that's not what I expected. And it's like,
Yeah.
see,
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 it's not all sexual. Oh my gosh, calm
it's not
down.
all sexual.
It's not.
Can be,
And
but listen, I'm very tame.
hey, yo,
I'm tame. Okay.
subscribe to the OnlyFans or the Patreon for the exclusive
Oh,
after show.
I don't have that. I don't have that.
Oh no, I'm talking about mine. Come on, I need that joystick
Oh,
money,
yo.
man.
Okay, cool.
Oh, hey yo. Oh.
I'm grading your stuff, man. You're your deeds, dude.
Oh, wait, I'm a D?
No, it's like grabbing your deeds.
Oh, I thought you said I was a D. I was like, I mean, I know
Yeah, you're
that,
D
but they don't
minus.
need to know that.
You're a D minus, my friend.
I'm a D minus. Oh fuck, I gotta step up my game a little bit. I want to get that F.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
No, you stop that.
So you learned how? Oh, what is it? Not learned how? You learned that you were gay through furries, though. Which
Yes.
what was like that like experience like journey through
Oh dear.
that?
Um, it was very, very confusing because I was like, man, this stuff is really, really nice, but I'm not gay. But I like looking at this stuff, so it's a back and forth cycle, like looking at these things, like, man, this is so fucking nice. But then you're being like, y'all closeted and you're shy. And
Yeah.
I remember, like, the first gay guy at the school hit me up, and I was fucking terrified. I was dumb as fuck. I was like, I was like, hey, I got the house free this weekend. I was like, cool. Like me being dumb, like catching the hints. I was like, cool. What you do, huh? he's like, I don't know. If you want, you can come by. I was like, not really. I can't. I have to, I have to play games. It's like, you can play games at my house. I'm like, oh no, I'm good. I can play games at my house. I have my game here. I got my computer.
Yeah, I got my own.
And he's like, and he's like, yeah, well, hey, like, let me know. I was like, okay.
All right, cool. I won't because I'm playing games at my house. But okay.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, even at my house, my parents' home. It's like, no, but you don't get it. It's like my parents, like, are gone. It's like, cool. Yeah, you have the home loan. That's fine. That's cool.
That's cool.
I was.
That's
not
gonna run up. That's like. That sounds like a movie script, honestly, of like someone's one.
Honestly, I feel like I was. I feel like I was because he's like, hey, I got the, place to myself. Movie like from Dumber and Dumber. Cool. Yeah. Go enjoy it.
Cool.
Enjoy the free.
What are you gonna do home alone? It's like hopefully you later. It's like, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. if he said that, I'd be like, oh, like,
maybe would have went over then. Maybe would have got the hint, right?
Yeah, maybe would have actually really considered going over.
He played it a little too cool, right?
He played a little too cool.
He played it a little too cool. Didn't give me like the details. He played it a little too cool. It seems like not enough bluntness. All right. We have one last question. All right.
Okay.
What overall, good or bad, do you think in general of the fandom? What are your thoughts on the fandom in general?
Out of every fandom, there's always gonna be good and bad, but again, for myself, it's really helped me grow personally, and you know, it helps me grow in like you know my personal life, my professional life, because I learned how to talk to people.
Mhm.
You know, I learned a lot because you know you learn the good and bads from the whole fandom, and
Yeah.
it's your decision really to you know make you know it's your decision to really just like say is this for me, or is this like
Mhm.
you know something that I can just get on and move on with the next you know like 10, 15 years of my life. But that's how it
Mhm.
usually goes. I've seen people are doing it you know, for 10, 15 years, or it's like okay, yeah, they're married with their husband or whatever. They just we kind of retire from the fandom, which I've kind
Yeah.
of seen, or you could be involved even when you're older,
Yeah.
and that's what I've listened as well. Which is
Yeah.
there's been
That's.
some discrimination on that part, but you know
Mhm.
again, the people who built that fandom are the you know the folks you see you know that are old and still volunteering and stuff like that today.
Yeah. And constantly. Yeah. The fandom was built by people older than some people, and some people do retire from the fandom. I've seen
Yeah.
it like several times where people just kind of just drop off
Mm-hmm.
of the fandom, and like they're still like participating in like the fandom, and they still identify as furry, but they're not as active within the actual fandom itself.
Yeah.
Whether it be like through like Twitter content creation, or just going to cons even, or local meets, or doing art pieces and stuff, but like they still continue to kind of do some of those things, right? Like here and there, but
Yeah.
overall they don't do it all the time, and they don't do it as often that I've seen once they like kind of retire and
Yeah.
kind of settle down and everything through through the fandom
Yes.
itself. Yeah. So
That's how it usually kind of goes.
yeah, it really does. And I mean, we said it before, like the fandom is amazing and great, and it's built by each different generation that comes into it from all
I
ages,
agree.
right?
I agree.
Yeah. So with that, I hope your torture was not too bad. You know, we gotta make sure, because fiction, his torture was kind of bad because we had his ass went numb on the last show. So,
What does that mean?
uh, whatever you want it to mean,
You
why?
talking about sitting down?
Yeah. He
I'm
sat down.
fine. No, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
we sat
No.
down. We sat here for like a good like hour and like
No, I'm fine.
30 something minutes.
Like, you know, again, that's probably some weak sauce,
Talking.
man. I'm telling
And
you.
probably is. I mean, he's a husky, so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, mutts for the world anyways, so.
So anyway, I've been Dust Fennec. If you'd like to plug anything, go ahead. Like your Twitter, TikTok.
Yeah, you can just follow me on TikTok, woofawoo, or just, you know, my Twitter, woofawoo with an extra. Oh,
With an extra. All right. Anyway, I've been Dust.
extra O.
This has been Getting to Know the Fandom. This has been Walker. And we will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody. Huh. Seems you're at the end of the video. If only there were places you can go to see more content of mine.
There was even the brave little toaster, which was Anthro Appliances.
Oh,
So you appliance
God.
personas out there, I see you. I see you.
Hi, Protogens.
I don't want to be you, but I see you. Not the protogens. You can't say that.
What do you mean?
You can't say that. You're canceled. You're canceled.